What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the MaddenBallerz YouTube channel and Doug Wilson Road to Glory series here on my channel. And we're in round 2 of the playoffs, facing off against the Ran Palos Verdes Turtles. And we faced them in week 1 of the season and beat them handily, 38-0. So let's see if we can lay another goose egg on their board and shut them out in this game. And you can see they started off with the ball and they did absolutely nothing. So Doug Wilson and the Grizzlies would take over here early in the first quarter. Wilson's dropping back to pass. He's faking that pass. He's dropping back some more. He's looking. He's going to get almost sacked there and gets rid of the ball just in time. That would set up 2nd and 10. On 3rd and 10 here, Wilson would drop back. He would look for a receiver. He would fire out to his running back out of the backfield. He would get about 7 yards, not enough for a first down, and we would have to punt. So on the Turtles' next possession, they would go down the field and get a touchdown, and the Turtles are up 7-0. So much for that shutout. On 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies, Wilson's going to hand off to the running back up the middle for 10 yards, gets the first down, and the Grizzlies are on the move. On 1st and 10 now, Wilson's going to drop back to pass, and he has all day. He's going to scramble throughout the pocket, run up the middle, get the first down and more, and dive forward to about the 45-yard line for about 15 or 20 yards in that rush, and the Grizzlies are on the move. So on 2nd and 11 now, Wilson's back to pass. He's going to fire right, and he's going to be intercepted by the Turtles defender, and that one would be returned to midfield, and the Turtles would take over. And eventually they would have to punt. So Doug Wilson's interception problems are kind of continuing here in the playoffs. On 1st and 10 on their next possession, a handoff to the running back to the right side for 6 yards. So on 2nd and 4, Wilson's under center. He takes the snap. He fires quickly to the right to Cano for the first down up to about the 30-yard line, and the Grizzlies have a first down. On 1st and 10, Wilson fires quickly again for a 7-yard gain on that pass play, and 2nd and 3. On 2nd and 3, Wilson's going to take the snap. He's going to drop back. He's going to go deep, and this one's caught by Kenny. He breaks that tackle, and Kenny is gone to the end zone. Touchdown, Grizzlies. This game is tied at 7 apiece midway through the 2nd quarter, and the Turtles would take over, and they would get nothing on that possession. We would move to the Grizzlies' next possession. Wilson drops back to pass. He fires left, hits Heddleson for the first down and more. So it's 1st and 10 from about the 35-yard line. Wilson drops back to pass, fakes the handoff, fires right, and this one's going to be overthrown. It's 2nd and 10, and the Grizzlies have the ball. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson's under center. He drops back. He fakes that pass. He drops back some more. He hits Weisenbecker for the catch, and he is about 1 yard short of the first down. So on 3rd and 1, Wilson's under center. He's going to drop back. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to decide to run this ball for the first down and more, and he gets past midfield, and the Grizzlies are on the move. So on 1st and 10, Wilson's going to fake the handoff, and he is going to get sacked on the play, a 9-yard loss, and luckily Doug Wilson gets up, and on 3rd and 19 here, Wilson's in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He drops back. He looks. He goes deep, and this one's broken up by the Turtles defender, and the Grizzlies would have to punt. So with 2 minutes to go in the first half, the Turtles take over. They would have to punt on that possession, and the game is still tied at 7 apiece. So on the Grizzlies' next possession, 1st and 10, a deep pass to Kenny for the first down, and the Grizzlies are on the move in Turtles territory at about the 24-yard line. 1st and 10, Wilson's back to pass. He's going to run up the middle, and he's going to get tackled, and he fumbles the ball at the 20-yard line, and the Turtles take over. That's Doug Wilson's 2nd turnover of the day, and the Turtles take over and eventually have to punt. And with about just over a minute to go in the first half, Doug Wilson drops back to pass on 1st and 10. He goes deep to Cano, and Cano is gone to the end zone for a touchdown. The Grizzlies are up 14-7 in this game with just under a minute to go. With 24 seconds to go after the Turtles had to punt, Doug Wilson drops back to pass here in the 2nd quarter. He's going to hit Kenny on the deep crossing route, and that one is a first down to about the 25-yard line. So on 1st and 10, with 10 seconds to go, Wilson's going to drop back to pass. He's going to look for a receiver. He finds no one, so he's going to run this ball. 4 seconds left, and he's out of bounds with 3 seconds left, and the Grizzlies would kick a field goal before half, putting them up 17-7. So move to the 3rd quarter now. Wilson's back to pass. He fires that ball incomplete, and it would be 2nd and 10. So on 2nd and 10, Wilson under center, drops back to pass. He's going to hit his running back out of the backfield, and he's going to be tackled for a 1-yard loss, setting up 3rd and 11 for Doug Wilson and the Grizzlies. On 3rd and 11, Wilson's going to drop back to pass. He's going to shake off that hit. He's going to go deep, and this one's going to be caught by Weisenbecker, and Weisenbecker is all the way into the end zone for the touchdown, and the Grizzlies get the touchdown, and they're up 24-7 in this game, and Doug Wilson gets the legend spotlight here. Even with 2 turnovers, he's going to get the legend spotlight. You can see all his highlights condensed down into this little window of highlights. So you can see all his touchdown passes there, that one to Weisenbecker, and Doug Wilson has 300 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a fumble. And the Turtles would take over. They would get nothing on their possession, and the Grizzlies would take over on their next possession. Doug Wilson back to pass on 1st and 10. He's looking. He's going to scramble up the middle. He's going to get the first down and more. He gets hit hard after getting the first down, but he gets up, and the Grizzlies continue their drive. On 1st and 10, Wilson's going to hit Kenny. Kenny's going to get the first down, and the Grizzlies would celebrate there. Doug Wilson, see there, celebrating with his receiver. He's got 310 yards passing today. And on 1st and 10, Wilson's back to pass, fires quickly to Kenny for the first down, and the drive would continue in Turtles territory. On 1st and 10, Wilson's going to fake the handoff. He's going to pass deep, and that one's picked off by the Turtles defender. Martin's going to return this one to about the 25-yard line, and the Turtles celebrate that turnover, but they need to turn those turnovers into points if they want to come back in this game. And they take that drive, and they do nothing with it, and it's still 24-7 in favor of the Grizzlies. Late in the 3rd quarter now, Wilson's back to pass. He's going to fire quickly for Kenny, who gets 8 yards on that passing play, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Wilson's going to hand off to the running back who goes right. He gets just enough for the first down, up to about midfield, and we'd move to the 4th quarter. It's 2nd and 10 now. Wilson's back to pass. He's going to fire deep. This one's caught by Cano, and Cano can get into the end zone. No, he's taken down about the 3-yard line, and the Grizzlies would have 1st and goal to go. You can see Cano celebrating his long catch there. On 2nd and 10, Wilson's under center. He's going to drop back. He's going to fire quickly. This one's broken up by the Turtles defender, and we have 3rd and goal to go here from about the 10-yard line after a penalty on the Grizzlies. Wilson's back to pass now, and he's going to get sacked back at the 25-yard line, and the Grizzlies would decide to go for it on 4th and goal. Wilson's back to pass. He's going to fire deep, and this one would be incomplete, and the Grizzlies would turn the ball over on downs, and the Turtles would take over, and they would get nothing on their play. After a few plays here, the Grizzlies take over on Turtle territory, and Wilson hits Weisenbecker for the deep catch there, setting up 1st and 10 from about the 13-yard line there, and the Grizzlies are on the move. So 1st and 10, handoff to the running back. The running back's going to get up to about the 10-yard line, and we have 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4 here from about the 11-yard line. Handoff again to the running back. Up the middle, he's going to get enough for the first down, and we have 1st and goal to go. So on 1st and goal, Wilson's under center. He's dropping back to pass. He's going to fire quickly to the right and hit Weisenbecker for the touchdown. And we are up 31-7 in this game. You can see in the replay here, Wilson fired very quickly there, and Weisenbecker brought that ball in for the touchdown. And this is how the game would end. Weisenbecker would celebrate on the sidelines there, his touchdown catch. He had 2 on the day, I believe. And Wilson and the Grizzlies would celebrate this victory in the 2nd round of the playoffs, beating the Turtles 31-7, almost as good as their first game of the week, the season, beating them 38-0. So Doug Wilson gets player of the game. The Turtles head in the locker room disappointed that they couldn't move on, and the Grizzlies are headed to the 3rd round of the playoffs. Oklahoma has offered Doug Wilson a scholarship, so we'll mull that one over, and 3 new schools want to be on Wilson's board: Wisconsin, West Virginia, and Virginia Tech, and we would go ahead and select Wisconsin. So the Grizzlies and Doug Wilson are headed to the semifinals of the California State playoffs, and we're going to face off against South Whitaker, who is 9-0, and we have 1 loss on the season. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that like button, and hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode.